is our executive producer. Hey, Scuba, why were you in a police uniform on Twitter?
I was an extra in a TV show for ABC a couple years ago when I was in LA.
Called what?
It was called Notorious.
Did they pay you for this?
Yes. So when I first moved to Hollywood, I was working for Dr. Phil, and my aspiring career at the time was to get into acting. And I figured the easiest way to get into that is put your foot in the door, do extra, some background work.
Did your foot get in the door?
Well, it did, and then I got the job with Seacrest, and it came to a halt because my schedule became completely filled from beginning to end. So I didn't have time to get back into it.
So how'd you get this job as a police officer?
So there's a thing called central casting. It's basically like the go-to spot you go to when you first move to Hollywood. Is you go there, you wait in line for 8 hours, you take your photo, you answer a bunch of questions, and then they put you out in the scene, and they call you whenever there's an opening for extra work for movies or television shows.
And what did that role pay you?
That role paid me, I think it was $120.
And what did you do all day?
It was a night shot in downtown LA, so all I had to do was sit in a chair for a couple hours, and it was my turn to get up. I walked back and forth in front of the main character on scene as like a background police officer. And it was the season finale and series finale of that show.
Did they use the scene in the show?
They did, yeah, because I remember watching it going, I got to see myself. And I freeze framed it and did a slow-mo on it, and you could see me walking back and forth and see my face clear as day.
Were you in the credits?
No, it was not in the credits. I don't think
They
so.
didn't put you in the credits?
No, they didn't put me in the credits, no.
Did you have any other acting roles?
I was in another one with that TV show Scream. I think it was about a couple years ago, and Jamie Lee Curtis was the main actress in it, and I was in a scene sitting behind her in some sort of like where she's like talking to a student classroom.
So you were an extra in that scene too?
Yes, yeah.
Did you ever get any work with actual dialogue?
No, and that was the long-term goal before I got back into radio, was to pursue this, learn the backside of everything, learn the jargon of how to say things like crafty or whatever, and then eventually slowly build my way up into Hollywood.
Do you think you're a better actor than Lunchbox?
Oh, 1,000% better.
Here we go.
I heard his video. I don't mean to be mean, but it was pretty bad. And I'm not saying I'm good either. I'm not the best, but I know I'm better than that. I went to Groundlings and took Groundlings classes as well as improv actor and all that. So, yeah, I'm better than he is.
Wow.
Dude, this is what's easy. You talk a big game.
I can hear what you're saying.
So good.
You got to enunciate your words when you're acting, by the way.
Not necessarily. Some people don't. Sometimes you need a
dude.
mumbler. You never know what the role calls for. I mean, you've had as much acting as I have. I
way
was
more
in
than he
Friday
has.
Night Lights, and I actually had a line in Friday Night Lights.
But what happened to
No,
your
but
line?
you didn't. They cut.
They voiced over.
They used your body, but they put someone's voice over you.
That's the worst.
Yeah. But, I had a role, like a boom, right there in the spotlight. And that was before I took acting classes. Scuba had already taken acting classes. He's still just a cop walking back and forth.
Well, it was cop first, then acting second. Acting classes second.
And did you pay for classes?
Yeah, it was. So Groundlings is a very famous theater in LA where like Will Ferrell, Jimmy Fallon, all these big time comedic actors would go to this school. They teach you everything from top to bottom. Then you go out on stage and perform, and then hopefully you get picked up. I'm like the minor leagues of baseball.
Would you guys do an I Quit match against each other? Whomever loses has to quit acting forever?
Yeah, I'll do it.
No, because I don't know who's voting, and I don't trust the voting process, so no.
You're not confident in your skills?
No. It's because, if we're voting in this room, they'll just vote for you just to make me quit.
That's not true.
That's not true.
No, I don't trust the voting process. Who would be the voters?
What if we get some actors?
Well, like Jake Owen or somebody who has acted.
He's already biased.
Well, Jake's already done that type of bit before.
Well, we can find somebody.
Let me think about that.
Tim McGraw.
Yeah, he's an actor.
Legit.
If we had people come in that weren't associated with the show, would you do an I Quit match?
No.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, then you're not going to do it at all then. He just found somebody who's unbiased that doesn't even know who you are.
I'm not doing an I Quit, Matt, because I'm not going to give up on my dreams because some random person says I'm not good. You know how many no's you got to hear before you hear a yes?
How many?
Lot.
And that's your dream?
That's my dream.
Your new dream is to be an actor?
Actor, or survivor. One of the two.
On the TV show.
I thought it was win the lottery.
Well,
Lots of dreams.
This is
dream straight here,
This is
dude.
acting. This is TV. Lottery is a different dream. There's different dream buckets.
Scuba, as someone who's lived in Los Angeles and had acting experience there, and what do you think Lunchbox needs to do to make it as an actor?
I think a lot of classes and breaking himself from himself. Like he's too much him and he's just too rigid. He's not relaxed. He doesn't seem believable. I'm just being. You want to know?
Oh, this comes from a guy that walked up and back and forth as a cop. I mean, and we're telling me how to act.
And that was the beginning. If I would have pursued it, I would be on the screen right now. If I know I would have been.
Same
Or
with
behind
me.
the scenes working as a director. I was closer than you were. I was in Hollywood. You
And
weren't
if I
there.
would have gone to medical school, I'd be a doctor right now. So there you go.
Well, that's true.
Well, Woody though. Woody though. Well, Scuba, that's pretty cool.
Thank you.
Did you meet anybody famous in Hollywood?
I met a lot of people that I can't even think of it. I mean, Jamie Lee Curtis was one of them at that one particular.
Was she nice to you?
Really cool. That's the thing. Everyone in Hollywood, they have bad stories, but I feel like everyone just has a bad day. Everyone that I ran into was pretty cool.
Lunchbox, ever meet any famous actors?
A lot of famous actors. I met Halle Berry. She was awesome.
Where'd you meet her?
Vegas.
On a set?
No, it was at a concert, and I was walking out, and she was walking out, and I pointed her. I said, Halle, let me get a picture. And she gave me the look.
Did she give you a picture?
Yeah, I mean, I stood right here, and she was in the back.
So you just took a picture of you and she was behind you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, when's your next acting class?
It'll be next week.
And what are you studying?
Parks and Rec.
Are you sure this person's not just taking your money?
What do you mean?
You're studying Parks and Rec?
Yeah, I'm going to do a table read for Parks and Rec.
What's the goal in this class? If you finish the class, what happens?
Well, hopefully, eventually, we're going to do it in person. But right now, with COVID, it's all just kind of getting to know our different styles, and they're putting us in different roles. In 2 weeks, I get to be in Dawson's Creek.
No, but I'm saying, like, what at the end,
that's gonna be
at the
fun.
end
Yeah,
of,
see? That's
at
what I'm
the end
saying.
of the class, what happens?
Hopefully, I get elevated, get, some critique, and then I move up to the higher level in class. Like, they leave the bad ones behind. They move the good ones up. That's what I'm hoping.
Are you sure they don't just move the ones up that'll pay again?
No, I don't know about that.
No, he's right, because like in Groundlings, you have to pass certain classes to get to the next level. So yeah, if you pass.
When will you find out if you passed?
In a couple months, like I think in end of April or May. It's like a 3-month thing. You do these acting, and then boom, I get bumped up.
You got to move to Hollywood to pursue acting.
No, not necessarily. They film TV shows everywhere, man.
Okay. Thanks for letting me know.
It's a Bobby Bones show.